Hey guys, and thanks for joining a Fireside Table this week. And we're trying really hard to stay connected during these crazy times. And I know a lot of you guys are probably exhausted from just life, but being in front of a screen. And so thank you for joining us on another screen. But we want to stay connected. We want to be praying for each other. And this is really the only way we know how to do that during a time where we can't physically be together. So it is not a replacement for that, but it is better than nothing. And so you guys probably all know Zoom stuff. And so just to kind of throw some things out there as we try to navigate this new normal and being in a video-centric world is that, if you have a busy household or something like that, just put yourself on mute. And that way people can hear whoever's talking. The other thing is, I know that this is hard to know when to speak, and it's not in person, that it's just difficult. I'm struggling with it, and I've heard many leaders, not just at Fireside Tables, but teachers with school, that it's just really hard to navigate this. So my suggestion is that just picture everyone there in your living room and just try to engage and try to be present with everybody. And instead of just thinking of it as watching a YouTube clip or something, it's not. It is an in-person thing. What we're trying to make it. So, do your best to engage and help the leaders as they navigate this Zoom-centric world. But I just want to recap a little bit of Sunday's message and just pose a few questions for you guys to discuss. And because we're a video-centric world right now, we thought, hey, maybe it'd be easier if I just did it, because Kate and I are the ones who delivered the message on Sunday. So we're going to give it a shot. And this may not be how we do every Fireside Table, but this week we're going to try it this way and see what happens. And so if you miss Sunday's gathering, we talked about this idea of living in exile, and we looked at Jeremiah 29. And so Jeremiah 29, verses 4. So this is what the Almighty says to God of Israel. To those who've been carried into exile, these are people being stripped from what they knew, their homes, similar to what we are doing right now. We're in exile. And he says, I want you to build houses and settle down, plant gardens, and eat what they produce. So this is the idea that live while you're in exile. Don't just wait to go back or call wrath down on your current situation, but live and then pray for shalom, pray for peace. And so how do we want to do that? And then we took you guys to 2 Chronicles chapter 20. And this was in verse 12. And I just love this. Jehoshaphat, the king, was being faced with a vast army, severely outnumbered. And he says this, we do not know what to do, but our eyes are upon you. And so here's the things I want you guys to discuss as a group. Is one, during this time of your life, what is the thing that you just are struggling with knowing how to do it? It can be school, it could be teaching, it could be marriage, it could be how do you do your work, how do you not do work, housework, how do you clean a perpetually dirty, messy house that you've cleaned 10 minutes prior that is now there's dishes in the sink. Not that I experienced that at all. But what is that one thing that you're just struggling with the most during this time? And I ask that you guys all share that. And then the second thing is this idea of, but our eyes are on you. What does it look like for you to have your eyes on Jesus? What does that practically look like? And we're going to go through 3 things: prayer, the Holy Spirit listening, and provisions. But for you, is it, hey, I need to pray more. I need to be in the Word more. I need to be more active. I need to go for runs, and those are the things that if I'm active, I can hear the Lord better. It puts me in a better place, puts me in a better position to receive what God has for me. So kind of some of these remedies in a spiritual way that you believe you need to work on. That we're not just practicing these things, that we're putting them into practice. So what are the things that you need to put into practice? And then lastly, I urge that you just pray for each other. Spend some time in prayer, asking God to help you see how we can better see God. Help us in those things that we just don't know what to do. and for all the other things that we desperately need, but also giving praise for God for the ways that He's provided during this time. So have a great table, have a great discussion, and we'll see you Sunday in the virtual world.